Okay, boomers, let's get this started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful people of the world. It's me, Lainey, and yes, we are here with a HermitCraft drawing. I know it's been a little while. You might have already seen this one. I posted it on my Reddit some time before this video came out. I don't know the exact date because I don't want to go and look it up, to be honest with you. I really don't. But this is a rare instance of me trying to do a background. So I'm sorry for my explosion. It's like a Monet, don't pay attention to it. Pay attention to the characters. Although in the end they're kind of hard to see because explosion. But I really like how this drawing turned out, and I hope you stay to watch the whole process. You can mute me if you want and listen to music, or you can listen to me ramble, which is also a possibility. But if you do not know what is happening or what's going on, let me enlighten you. This is a drawing for based, what is it? It is fan art for HermitCraft. HermitCraft is a Minecraft multiplayer series here on the YouTubes. If you're watching this, you probably know that. But if you only watch certain YouTubers, you might not know who the boomers are. The boomers are the players Tango, Impulse, and BOO, or Bubbles as I like to call him. Well, I'm not the only one that likes to call him that, but Bubbles. And they are self-proclaimed demolition experts. I don't believe they are real experts, but they seem to get the job done. So that's good, and I'm really glad. And let me tell you a little bit about this piece. It was so much fun to do. I haven't had a chance really, or like an excuse. I don't know why I need an excuse, but I have never really drawn like characters running away from an explosion before. Like, it's one of those things that like every artist should do, because it's it's a classic, but I've just never done it. I'm like, perfect opportunity right here, right now. And so I did it, and I have zero regrets, absolutely zero. I love this drawing so much. There's, problems with it here and there, but, there's problems with every piece. There's no such thing as a perfect drawing. And I truly believe that from the bottom of my soul. There is no such thing as a perfect piece of art. But the imperfections are what make it unique, and therefore perfect. So, this is perfect. I'm kidding. I don't know what that was. That was pure nonsense right there. But I did something I don't usually do with this drawing, which is a background. I know last week I posted a video where I did a background, but these were not all done in order. Like, I've done, like, all the videos I'm going to be posting for a little while are just going to be old drawings, and then hopefully eventually I catch up to myself. I gotta stop recording drawing processes and then just leaving them, because I really like so many of the drawings that I do these days, and it makes me very happy. But it's fine, I'm fine. I don't like how this foot looks. It's unnatural and I don't like it, but it's too late to change anything about that now. And like I said, I did a background, which the one good thing about doing a background first, well, I drew a sketch of all the three HermitCraft members running away first, but when you do a background before you do like all the shading and the lighting especially, then it really changes how you do things. Like, if I didn't draw the explosion in the background, I probably would have approached this piece entirely differently, which it probably wouldn't look like it does. Like, the lighting is a lot more extreme than I usually do. I usually work in more pastels, and this is more vibrant and, dare I say, dark for what I usually do. But it's fine, it's good to experiment a little bit, but it really did change my entire way of going about it, because I usually do sunlit drawings, which just mean that it's coming from a upwards down angle, you know, usually coming from either the left or the right, never usually directly from above, and it's usually a warm light too, so it looks generally flattering, and you know, it's a super simple way of coloring, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, it's not complex either, so you know, everything just sort of looks fine and normal, and that's okay. That's really okay. Not every piece has to be some kind of crazy masterpiece, but it's good. What am I talking about again? This is the problem with me. I talk for so long, I forget where the beginning of the conversation was, and I need to apologize. But yes, lighting. So you might have noticed, but the explosion in the background is big and fiery ball of light, and that really changes how the lighting is, because it means all of the characters are backlit, so everything in their entire front is shadows, whereas all of the back of them, hence why it's called backlit, is all completely bright, and so that sort of seeps in a little bit on the front. You'll see when I get into the coloring, like, not that it's the most amazing example, but it's fine. I really like this drawing. Like, I know I've already said that like a bunch of times, but I really like this drawing. Now, the time that I did this drawing was well before, like, all of the mayoral elections. So, you know, what are your thoughts and opinions on that? If you watch HermitCraft, they also updated to the recent 1.16 and Nether update. Now, I still firmly believe, and you can completely disagree with me if you want, but I think that I really want a food and farming update. I will talk about it for ages. I can talk about it longer than the time I have remaining in this video, but I'm very passionate about it and I want one. What is a food and farming update? I'll give you a very brief summary of what I mean. So, farming, there's not that many things you can farm. It's not a very advanced process, you know. I wish there was things like apple trees and all the leaves, like new types of leaves. Oh my god, I would die for new types of leaves. Like, I don't care if like all of the wood is just, you know, plain oak. I want apple trees and orange trees, and I want apple leaves and orange leaves, and like, that's just an example. I wish we could make things like sandwiches using like pieces of bread and different kinds of meat. I wish we could make more kinds of soup. I wish we could turn the cocoa beans into chocolate. I wish we had rice. Just in general, I wish there was better ways of automating farming processes. I wish there were more blocks. You know, like, there's good mod packs that satisfy these things, but I've never used any of them personally. I've just watched people play them, and I'm like, every time I watch, which is very rarely, every time I watch somebody play with one of these mod packs, like Pam's Harvest Craft, for example, I'm just like, I want that in this game. I play my Minecraft worlds super passively. Like, if I'm not forced to, I won't go to the end. I won't go to the Nether. Like, it's the 1.16 update, and I still haven't gone into the Nether yet, even in creative, because I just don't like doing it. I don't like going into the end. I went into the end, like, one time. Like, there was one server where I teleported in because there was like a warp to go to like an Enderman XP farm. But there was one time when I was in just like the actual Nether collecting obsidian. Nether end, oi. But I jumped through the portal, and that was the first time I had ever jumped through the portal. I have been playing Minecraft since 2011, or like really, either was it really early in 2011? I don't know. I think it was 2011, and the end has been around since I believe 1.8, which I think came out like 5 years ago. And I had never seen the end message that's like scrolls across the screen. Anyway, the whole point of that tangent was I don't like exploring, I don't like fighting, I don't like combat. Like, I choose not to carry a sword and axe around me, but I usually play on servers that are on hard mode, and so I die a lot. It's fine. I sleep a lot as well. Sleep is very important to me. And I avoid mobs like the plague. Like, phantoms, they've never been my phantoms. Like, they're always someone else's phantoms that are around. And that's how I play Minecraft. I will sit there and harvest a massive wheat field and then, manually replant it, because I love farming. I love the idea of having more food, and I love the idea of selling food, more different kinds of food in food shops, and I just love that kind of content in Minecraft. I know it's not for everybody, but I love it so much. That's basically why I want it. I could talk more about it, but I don't want to run out of time in this video and then get sad. So let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on a food and farming update, if you think it's necessary, unnecessary, if you want it, if you don't want it, all that jazz. And then I also want to know what you think the next update is gonna be. We're all here for that snowier snow, But, we're almost up to the shading. I think we're about at the shading point. Yeah, wow, I can't believe it. Now, this is where the drawing really comes together, because before this point, it was just, with a piece like this, you have to do shading. Like, I was so tired at this point. I'm like, do I really want to do shading? And the answer was no, I don't want to do shading. And then I got really into the shading, because I do not do nearly enough drawings with dynamic lighting. Man, dynamic lighting can be so much fun, but like, it can also go really wrong really quickly. But it's all about setting the scene. So because they're all backlit and stuff, it looks cool, I guess. It's weird to compliment my art this much, but I think it looks cool. But it's a really simple thing to do. Like, if I had left it in just like this one layer of shading, then that would have been perfectly fine, but I didn't, because I got way too into it, like I said. And it was so much fun. Now, if you're not an artist, you probably don't care about how much fun the dynamic lighting is, but if you are an artist and you don't do dynamic lighting very often, I suggest it. Try drawing something that's lit from directly below, directly above, or like backlit like this. Try all different kinds of shading, try different light sources like blue light, green light, red light, and it's so good. But I think it's time for, I already asked a question. Normally when I do a HermitCraft Speedpaint, I always ask a question, but I already asked the question this video, and just in case you've forgotten over the past like 20 seconds, what are your thoughts on a food and farming update, and what do you think the next update is going to be about? Also, if you have been playing Minecraft, what are your thoughts on the Nether update? I think it is a significant improvement. I've been watching a lot of people in HermitCraft go into the Nether and have so much fun, and it just feels so much better than it was before. The Nether hasn't been majorly updated for so long. It's ridiculous. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video for some reason, make sure to do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, you know what they are. Links as always will be in the description down below, so please go and check them out. Please, I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday wherever you are in the world, and if it's not Tuesday when you're watching this, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. I will see you all in my next video. I will also leave links to these 3 hermit crafters in the description, so go check them out as well because they're pretty fantastic. Okay, boomers, goodbye. I went to go and click my mouse, but I forgot that I can only have one USB thing, and my mic is complicated technical stuff, but it's really not. Bye.